My favorite color still green, man. I bought collard greens in my spinach, man. I'ma stack that to that ceiling fan. I like weed cakes in my Henny, man. Even though I love pussy, man, it's still money over that pussy, man. I don't give a fuck about no pussy, nigga. Like Pusha T, I'm your pusher, man. Trigger finger still itching, man. I just hope to God I don't pull it, man. Keep a pistol under my pillow, man. Yeah, life rough, Brillo pad. Country boy from Kenner, man. I still tour the world with my niggas, man. They count me out, but they tripping, man. I count a whole bunch of Skrilla, man. Went solo, but I'm still a man. Yeah, Droopy Beast, that's my nigga, man. Trademark, that's my brother, man. That's why life a bitch, but I love her, man. Got what you need, like hustle, man. They'll sneak in your crib like bruh, man. I been counting cash the whole summer, man. Big bank roll, pop the rubber band. Niggas say, but I love it, man. I turn nothing into something, man. All in public, I'm thugging, man. I been eating good and I'm grubbing, man. Getting work off the muscle, man. Been flexing hard doing the money dance. Send my dukes to the motherland. I got the lobby smattered like an onion, man.
Yo, I'm in rare form. Niggas speak down on my name like I wasn't there for them. Talk about back in the days, this isn't back in the days. They want me back in my ways, chip you from the fade. Musically I'm on Mars. Walking all over the beat, putting my feet on the stars. I rock it like Lenny, thinking like Jimmy the first time he seen a guitar. Standing in front of where they shot about us and we gotta know who we are. I'm in rare form. Wearing red Jordan straight from Air Jordan, this a fair warning. Too many on guards, beef over nothing. When you get money, you know that it's coming. Saying they homies, but they ain't 100.
Mama always told me, but she never told me when. She said for shit you can't control, just let it blow off in the wind. Look, you might don't have it now, but you'll get it in the end. From this life to the next life, just make sure that you win. Mama always told me, but she never told me when. She said for shit you can't control, just let it blow off in the wind. Look, you might don't have it now, but you'll get it in the end. From this life to the next life, just make sure that you win. I know niggas that be popping that product, cool with niggas that be dropping them bodies. Nowadays, everybody claim that they real homie, you ain't fooling nobody. Family business, I'm related to killers, old school dealers with new school Skrilla. Some of my homies no longer with us, that shit hurt, we pour out liquor. Smoke something, crack a few swishes and fill it up with that loud killer. Hit the block, make a few plays for that paper, I scramble like Russell Wilson. Count my money up and my blessings at the same time, thank God I'm living. Niggas getting murked every day, and that chopper spray for a few binges. When it come to wins, I done took plenty, took a few L's, that's life simply. But I'll be damned if my pocket's empty. When it get low, it's best not to tempt me. Go and get mine, I stay on my grind. All I know is go hustle, we ain't the same kind. You uncertified, my nigga, that's why I don't trust you. Stay in your lane.
I got my Mets hat on to the back. Y'all already know where we going with the stats. Hall of Fame only, kings and queens only. They all be grabbing my style, but you know they can't hold me. Yeah, I'm in rare form. Y'all still on the ground, you know I've been airborne. Studying big, studying Nietzsche. You gotta call on the chopper to reach me. Homie, I don't need a jeweler to freeze me. Ice in my veins, I make it look easy. Mentally, I'm in Queens. More money, more problems, you gotta be ready for all that it brings. Let them say what they say, revenge on my plate, I'm loving the taste. They see you shouting, emotions get hard to contain, they just not evolving the same. Me and HB is too rare, I'm moving all through the snares. Sound on billionaire, ain't nothing changed, I'm flipping the page. I prince on the stage, slave on his face, you know what they say. Katie the wave, I'm staying rare for all of my days.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. So, oh, oh, my bad, y'all. Okay, so that's what it is. All right, all right. So we are going to get into this one tonight. I am feeling, I would say pretty oddly in a very, very much so um extra form of relaxed, you know. I had a rough start to my day. My day started off pretty rough. And then just like slowly throughout, you ever have one of those days? It just kind of starts off a certain way, and then, slowly but surely it just kind of evens itself out, right? All right. So let's go ahead and get to this, right? So let me go ahead and get myself set up. I apologize. Forgive me. Let's go ahead and do this. Bow. Let's do what we got. Bow. I like that one. I like that for right now. Okay, now. So, respect. Welcome back to Smitty's Corner. So, for this evening, right, we just kind of going to kick it cooler than chill. I got me some pretty dope content that I do want to react to, right? Shout out to some people in the building. But yes, I want to react to some footage, and we're going to see what we have right here, right? All right, cool beans, cool beans. I thank everybody for tuning in. Now, let me go ahead and make sure that I get everything straight before we get going, right? And I appreciate you all. Let's do this. And of course, we have to make sure that we get the proper formalities. So without further ado, y'all give me 1 second while I get ready to.
Yo, it's a Phase 2 Entertainment exclusive, man. Good looking out on the track, Ario. This joint is fire. Yeah, Lone Star. Show 'em how we do it, man. PG. Yeah.
Yes.
They ready, man? I don't think they're ready. Let's show 'em.
Lone
Come
Star.
on, man.
Yes, sir. Welcome, everybody. This is Lone Star. 15 to 23. I am that PG representative. Yeah. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Much love to everybody out there in the Ville, out there on Clay, DC, PG, all over, baby. About to take this to another level. Yeah. Get ready for some fire. It's been a long time coming, but we still got a long way to go. It's all good. Enjoy.
All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and do this. All right. So let's go ahead and get everything set. And I always appreciate anybody who comes through, anybody who comes by, just kind of kick it with me, cooler than chill. Thank you so much for that. So what I want to do is first, right, to get everything going, I want to make sure that I put this out there because tomorrow, I got a real serious and very entertaining educational live, already cooked up for us. All right. So this right here, this is just, me just kind of like, I don't know. I figured I had a little bit of spare time for a bit. Why not? Let's go ahead and do this. I had me a nice complete day, so I feel good. I feel good being in my home. So I want to go ahead and get to this topic right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into a few like videos, right? All right. So we got a few videos we're going to get into. And let me see which one I'm gonna do first. Yeah, I gotta go with this one first. All right, bet. My bad. I just kind of outwardly outbursted. My bad. Okay, so 1 second, please. So with this content I have for tonight, I will be reviewing some good brothers, content who are in these spaces, who we are all familiar with, blase, da 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 da, so on and so forth. So without further ado, this first clip right here is definitely brought to you by Mr. Angry Biscuit himself. That's right, Mr. Angry Man. All right, so make sure that you guys actually go subscribe. All right, go over there and support him. All right, if that is your flavor of coffee and or tea of life. All right, but regardless, let's just support our own, because we are all we got. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Let's kick it off with the first video. I don't have too much to say on this one, but I find it interesting. Let's rock out. Respect. Oh, wrong one. Oh, hold on.
And since we don't want to put in their input about what they don't like women wearing, or I don't like these bobs, I don't like these wigs, I don't like these braids, and this is that and the third. Bitches be wearing wigs, braids, and bobs and stuff because they don't have no real hair. Since you in a provoking mood, sir, let's step over the line, Caroline. I don't like these stupid fuck ass spray painted hairlines, but here we are stuck with it. Dip your hair in the water and wash your hair. Let me see something real quick. So once you get out the shower, your hairline went from right here, it's all the way to the back of your brain. You can't even explain to me why the fuck that. Here, it's all the way to the back of your brain. You can't even explain to me why the fuck that happened, how that happened, scientifically or logically. Oh, and I know damn sure y'all want to get into the conversation about men wearing frontals, so they ain't got to do the spray painted hairlines. No, we don't want to talk about that. We don't want to open up that conversation.
Oh man. Yeah, most definitely. I'm not gonna lie. That just personally is funny. But you know something though, if I was to go ahead and comment, man, it's wild, right? Because it's like, I know we got an argument. I know us as men, look, we're not going to play this game, okay? I know we have a valid argument when it comes to that whole dynamic. But, okay, all right, it's different. No, it's not the same. A man that has a toupee, a man that has, I'm what do you want? Oh, what's up? What's up with you? I see you. Now, a person who has actual, like, sprayed on beard, what's that called? Beijing or something like that? No. Nah, we ain't with that. But like, like a man losing it, I don't know. I think it's like just as equal, I think. So I would say on that note, I don't know. I find it like, it's a hard, man, that's a touchy subject. I will have to hear from you guys and what you all think about that. So we'll just go ahead and chill and wait on that piece. But with that being said, let's go ahead. Hold on 1 second right here. Let me see what we got going on. What's going on? What's going on to the family on the IG side, man? I see y'all. Respect to the family. Thank you for stopping through. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. This is crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and get to these videos, right? So let me see what the next video we got right here. Because I basically, I got clips. Now on this one right here. Oh man, this one right here. What the
Yeah. On my way to the bag, in this coupe going fast. Got 12 on my ass, wood grain on the dash. Bad bitch in the passenger, all she do is blow gas. Roll up and count cash, GG4 in the stash.
No, no, nothing's wrong. I'm okay. All right. Yeah. Anyway. So let's go ahead and get back to it. Right. So I got another clip. Now, this clip right here, man, this one's tough. You want to know why this clip is tough? Because now, before the brother did it, now again, I'm reacting to, you know, everything from people we know in these spaces, right? So on this one right here, oh man, this one's real tough because I actually saw this clip before I saw him react to it. Shout out to the brother. I got my feelings about this one. Now let's look at this, okay? Let's look very closely and let's see what we got. All right. So let's see exactly what we got on this one, because I remember seeing this little news clip. I don't know, you know, it's just one of the things, you know, that pop up, especially when you start really doing your little journalism as a content creator in these spaces. Oh, you're going to have stories that just pop up. It's going to pop up, right? So let's go ahead and check this out right here. Let's see what we got on this one. All right, so I don't know what you think. What you think? Let's go. Let's see what we got. Okay. All right. Let's run that back. we gonna run it back.
Just a person by myself. Nobody's gonna believe me because I can admit from the video it does look purposeful, but I know my intentions and I would never hit somebody on purpose.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's a toughie. I can't front. Like that's tough. That's tough. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get to this right here. So now we're going to get to the next clip. Now, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think possibly she did that on purpose? I don't know. I'm saving a lot of my comments, primarily the videos that I'm really going to be reacting to. And so we're going to get to another clip. Let's go ahead and get to it. All right. So I actually want to tap in on this conversation. Now we're going to switch it up. This one right here is brought to you by Brother Anton. This channel that, you know, he got multiple channels. This one is the After Hours, I believe. Yeah, After Hours channel. I really did like this convo. I like the topic that was placed. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to see what we got with this one right here. But I'm going to tell you right now, I actually like this discussion. So I ain't even going to hold us. Let's go ahead and get smooth to the video. With that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 9:15 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. Let's see what Anton and the family talking about, man. I actually really like this. Like, listen, out of Fight Club, out of his actual show, you know how he does the news segment. I will say this is honestly my favorite portion. Even the one he had with what's shorty name? Respect to the sister, Island Girl Q. This I don't know. This one kind of holds my attention a lot more than the other shows that he has. Personally, it's just me. That's just me. So I'm just giving credit where credit's due, and I'm giving props where props is due. So let's go ahead and get to this video. This is a dope ass discussion, and this isn't even the main meat and bones of what we're gonna be talking about. This is just like the prequel. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it, right? Like seriously. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna rewind. So we're gonna listen to the clip, and I'm gonna tag in as we go, and we're gonna listen to how this story rocks out. All right. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 9:16 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all for watching. Let's go ahead and get to the video. I ain't even gonna hold you. Respect.
At what age did you realize that the dream of being a woman, getting a man, getting married was all a scam? What age? Because I'm at the point where I 1000% believe men are not capable of loving the way women are. And I feel like all men want one thing, whether...
What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
The Pinky and the Brain. Yes, Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other's insane.
Ooh, I got a lot to say. Boy. Let me start this over. I want to make sure I'm hearing her correct. I got a lot to say about this. Man, hold on. Let me cam up. I got a lot to say about this show. Oh, yeah. We're going to have some fun with this one right here. See, this is one of them ones I can go ahead and tap into real good. Oh, yeah, this is my element. Let's do it.
At what age did you realize getting married was all a scam? What age? Because I'm at the point where... At what age did you realize that the dream of being a woman, getting a man, getting married was all a scam? What age? Because I'm at the point where I 1000% believe men are not capable of loving the way women are. And I feel like all men want one thing, whether they're good at hiding it or not, they all want that one thing. And they will do what they got to do. And that could mean being with you for...
Are you serious right now, bro?
Years. Okay. That could mean playing the long game so long you will never see it coming that they were just in there for that one thing, right? And I really believe they're not capable. I feel like men need to just be with each other and women need to just be with each other.
Oh, hell no! 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 Oh, hell no!
Really? Really? That's the headspace. No. See, this is why I'm glad I'm about to talk about this topic right here, boy. Oh man, I love it. Nah, shawty. What it is that now I don't know. I'm looking at her. Man, she really could be a very healthy, mid 30-year-old. She could be in her 20s and she looks exactly her age. I'm not sure. Okay. I'm just saying my sister does look healthy and clean. Skin and outer wise. Now that headspace, ooh, contaminated. Now let's think about this for a second. What pedigree and what age and classification of men are you talking about? Ladies, don't you know how there's this thing where don't try to classify, don't try to like categorize all of us, right? Don't you dare judge me with another woman. You think I want to be put into the pool of them nothing ass that you deal with? No. That's why I make it very clear, to the best of my ability, I separate myself through what? Not just this, my actions, right? All right, boom. Cool beans. Now, let me go ahead and pull this down. I got to remember this. I got to remember that. I mean, God dang it. If it's anybody I can remember, tell me to pull the video down so they don't start glitching it. So everything runs smooth. I want this to be nice and smooth. So when you say men want one thing, at what point in their life? At what status in their life, right? At what point, at what status? Watch this. What point? The point is, at what age? If you're talking about me back maybe when I was younger, I mean, even then I still had goals, morals, standards, and values. But I would say, it was a possibility I could have been a little more reckless, right? In my 20s, in my, early, late. I mean, in my late teen years, and I mean at like that 17 through 19, right? Right before you hit that cusp of manhood, right? All right, boom. So, all right, cool beans. I could actually be that way at that point. Now, if you're talking about the me today at 42, I shit you not. Now, what I say, I do still look for what is apple of my eye as far as like eye candy. Yes, when it comes to who I'm going to be with, because I got to lay down with you every day. I'm not trying to, wake up every day feeling like I'm next to the nigga from Star Trek who was the Klingon. No. I actually do want to because see, the thing is this. I want to give you everything I got. And I can't do that if I'm not all the way attracted to you in every form. Yes, the physical does still matter. But when we get to an age and a certain point, no, I promise you, the only thing that's really on my mind at this point is how well will we be living together? Like, how does that look? So that's when I'm the type of dude, I'm like, yeah, let's just spend some time. Why? Because I want to know how good do we mesh when it comes to how we operate as a couple? How good do we mesh? So when you talking that what you talking, shawty. Oh boy. Come on now. We can't be doing that. But let's go ahead and keep on listening, because the conversation, once the panel starts, hey, I gotta give it up, man. Shout out, hats off to Anton. I appreciate you for this content right here. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Thank you, brother.
Like, I feel like we are all out here trying to find, I forgot the creator, but she said it and it just clicked in my mind. Most women are trying to find men that love like a woman, and it's just not possible. Like, I feel like men just need to go to Mars. I think
it's not just as equivalent as us as men don't ever find it possible for you to love how we do. There's a consideration that is given. We know that you are the counterpart. As a matter of fact, before most men would even think that you're supposed to love the way that I do, right? The first thing that comes to our mind is, we're different. You're my counter. We're not the same. We're not the same. And that's the thing about it, man. It's like, you want to know why I keep saying that? Is because I recognize, I genuinely love that factor. I absolutely love the fact that when I'm dealing with my lady, it's like a whole different dynamic. Nothing is the same of how I think, how I move, how I operate. And the thing that I appreciate about it the most is I definitely see how it is such a beautiful mesh of a dynamic of the counter aspects of thought process that makes the whole umbrella of what really makes it in a similarity. God, goodness gracious. I'm trying to tell you, like, when you got that nice, beautiful, perfect blend, because I know what it consists of. I promise you, I know what this looks like. I've seen it. I felt it. I've lived it. I know what it's like when it's like, yo, exactly who I am and exactly who you are. Like, you're not like me. I'm not like you. And it just mesh. You know how we say opposites attract? You know, that like such a simple cliche, but it just makes sense. Opposites attract. You smell me now? So like, when we keep sitting up here talking about, oh man, me as a man, if I ever in my life said to myself, you know what? A woman needs to know how to love exactly how I love. Yeah, I should go be with a dude at that point. I'm looking for a nigga. If that's what I'm saying and thinking, I'm not looking for a woman. If I say, so you don't realize that, like, you know, sometimes we just want to be like, you know what I'm saying, left alone and just kind of like go off to the wood shop or something and just, or maybe go camping or something. So because the way we respond or the way we react, the way we compensate, you know what is really supposed to happen that just eliminates all of that? You know what eliminates every last thing that is being said right now? This right here, all of this right here that she's saying, you know what eliminates every last bit of it is this right here. I'll tell you right here. Give it a couple seconds. Just wait for it.
Playing the long game so long, you would never see it coming that they were just in there for that one thing, right? And I really believe they're not capable. I feel like men need to just be with each other and women need to just be with each other. Like, I feel like we are all out here trying to find, I forgot the creator, but she said it and it just clicked in my mind. Most women are trying to find men that love like a woman, and it's just not possible. Like, I feel like men just need to go to Mars.
Okay. Y'all ready? Listen, if that's the case, then there would never be something we call a solar system. All right, so bad. Even when we use that example of men need to go to Mars, you know, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. All right, bet. So let's go with that. Both of those planets are in the same solar system. Guess what? Scientifically proven, if you remove Mars, like right now, if Mars just exploded or just left, just, I don't know, just boom, just disappeared, everything about the rotation of our Milky, like everything we got going on, that's so perfect. You see how right now you're either able to listen to this show or click off of it, chill, go relax, whatever's going on. A lot of that has to do with the Milky Way and the equilibrium of the rotation. Let you remove Mars, let you remove Venus, everything crumbles. See, that's how important the little things that we don't even want to take time to recognize. Like, for example, Mars is a different planet than Venus. Mars, you go into the atmosphere and you land on like Earth. Venus, there's really no like, it's, you know, you'll disintegrate before you even get to the surface. You'll disintegrate. You'll go through all kind of acid storms. And you know what's so crazy? Now watch this. Like, so Mars, the way it's described is, Mars is described as desolate. There's nothing there, right? You can't grow nothing there. Watch this. Men are from Mars. Okay, bet. Mars, as we know, scientifically proven, is to be desolate. And you can't grow anything, as in nothing can become of benefit, right? All right, bet. Cool beans. All right. So we got that about Mars. So now let's translate that. We can take that into men, right? Metaphorically, right? You know, right? Analogy wise. Okay, cool. So Mars is desolate, it's desert, nothing can grow there. These men, it ain't nothing you can do with them. Go to Venus. Look it up for yourself. Once you enter the atmosphere, you're automatically showered by, like, I don't know, it's something like the equivalent to like broken glass traveling at like light speed almost, right? So you got endless shards of like glass just ripping you apart as you enter the atmosphere. And then from there, it's nothing but just sulfuric acid. Yes, clouds and clouds. Those clouds you see that look real pretty, no, that's sulfuric acid. And as you travel through them, you just disintegrate and melt. You just kind of like, you know, just kind of drip away. So you'll be dripping away liquidly, right, before you even hit the ground. My point is this: out of all planets to name, out of all 9, we name basically either the most non-useful or the most violent. Venus is a very, very violent planet, scientifically entering it. Look it up for yourself. Mars, if you're there, like, it's just a slow death. It's a slow death. So why do we use men for Mars and women for Venus? You ever thought about that? I started to think about it as soon as I started hearing this. Let's keep on going. And let's get to the conversation, because this right here about to get real nice.
I think y'all just need to all go to Mars together and figure it out. So we can have peace finally in the world. I think that's what needs to happen. Yeah.
All right. So here's my question.
Sure. Let's go ahead and get to it. And with that being said, everybody.
Are you ready for this?
Of course, you know, again, the theme of the show, and that's the reason why I named it this show, Decentering Men, is we want to give women a voice today, right? Do most men only want one thing, Carrie?
No. Well, I mean, I don't
When
think
it comes
so.
back down to it.
No, but can I just say something real quick
for
about
men
her?
being with women, are they really only going for that one thing?
Wait. Listen, that depends on the pedigree of man. That depends on that dude. Yes, there are dudes that will come. Oh my gosh. Listen, as I talk, there are dudes that will make it extremely clear. This is my position. This is what I do. Straight like that, right? Now I'm going to go down this list. I'm just going to take this quick second because I don't care to do so, right? Because I like to do this and then y'all just catch the replay and we'll go ahead and go from there. So watch this right here, okay? All right. So I just, because, you know, people fascinate me when it's like we just don't seem to have this, I guess you can say, overstanding of what really takes place, okay? So watch this shit right here. All right, so boom. So this dude right here, right? So, I mean, listen, when I seen this, I said to myself, well, okay, well, if this is what we do at this point, right? I don't understand. Hold on, I had to put that word in. I had to put that word. There we go. Yeah. So point blank period. I need you to understand something. When dudes are sitting up here and saying to themselves, nah, I mean, it doesn't matter what it is that we do. None of that shit means anything. All right, bet. So let's go through this. Now, when I look at this, I say to myself, I ain't bad. You dudes be tripping. Why? Because it's something that I've recognized that happens. And what happens is this. And what happens is this right here. This is what happens. Right? This shit right here. It's a mode that then takes place. There's a shift that happens, right? Now, no. Nah, we're not gonna do that. You know what? I changed my mind. No, I changed my mind. Bump that shit. No. I changed my mind. We're gonna go right back to it. Let's go ahead and get to it. No. I'm not gonna do that. Not yet. I'm gonna poise this one. We're gonna slow bleed this one. Or
the main thing.
No, that's the main thing.
The main thing that men want the box.
I think that is. Well, I mean,
at what age? At what point in their life? Now, hold on. At what point in their life? And at what status? You see? So if you got like, I don't know, a rich ass dude that's like, I'm a bachelor and his headspace is, you know, you know, F hoes or whatever. You know the move, right? Yeah, I mean, that just might be. That's a different type of dude than somebody like myself and many others. We're not the same cut of cloth of men. I'm not even going to sit up here and try to talk and act like, hey, one is better than the other. The only thing that I'm going to say is I recognize there's a difference. That's why I like, even like us as dudes, right? If you notice, from nature, even to men as humans, we don't all get along and we don't all agree about everything. It's a lot of differences.
There's nothing wrong with it.
But but she was talking like there was like the man will drag you on to get the one thing that he's already getting. Like her whole scenario was weird, because to me what she really should have been saying was, I was with a guy who was dragging me along, who had me thinking we were going to be together, and we weren't, and he broke my heart. And as a result, I think that all y'all men need to go to Mars because y'all suck. Like, she has a personal situation that she's now trying to put out into the world like it's everybody, and that's
no.
He wants a girlfriend.
All I'm gonna say is this right here to what sis just said, because I look. Man, let me just shut up. I'm just gonna play this right here.
Wait, you think I didn't think of that? Of course I thought of that.
On some real talk, like that is a real thing. You do have a lot of people, listen, it's called projecting. And you know something, people, I want to say this. Projecting is not something that just a man does. Yeah, we do that. Unfortunately, I'm very, very sad to report that men are a lot more emotional in a lot of ways than we ever have been. I have found times where I didn't operate in the fashion in which I believe I should have at its maximum capacity, simply because at that moment, emotions maybe got the best of me. Now, that's just one being real about you see. So, I mean, it happens to all of us. It happens to the best of us. But I do believe that that's a large reason as to why these things can take place. Let's keep on going.
No,
but in a man's body.
Right. When she said men, you know, women want men to love them like women. No, you wanted your man to love you like a woman.
No, Carrie.
No, a lot of these women think like her, Carrie. A lot of these women.
I love that because it's a very real thing that does take place. The time right now is 9:39 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all for watching. No, it's a very, very real thing. Deadass is so real. Yo, women just don't get that. Like, we don't love how you do. You know, it's a lot of little things that you all may look at like, hence, well, like my girlfriend gets it. We don't. Like, we don't. You know, it's a lot of times, ladies, where a man is expressing and actually being vulnerable to you, and you know what it can be taken as. You need to, you know, you're just angry, or you don't even realize that man actually just reaching out. He's just simply reaching out. I said, just real quick, he's reaching out. There's a lot of, let's say, unspoken messages that are just totally walked over and not adhered to, or what have you. It's a real thing. It's a very real thing. Let's keep going.
I think like her, because a lot of women have gone through their own situation, and instead of saying it was me in this situation, this was what happened, they make this big generalization. So everybody comes together with all these generalizations like it didn't happen to them, it happened to everybody else. And they just keep, it's like on a little wheel.
When you buy music gear from Sweetwater, you get more than just what's in the box. A whole lot more.
Yeah. On my way to the bag, in this coupe going fast. Got 12 on my ass, wood grain on the dash. Bad bitch in the passenger, all she do is blow gas. Roll up and count cash, GG4 in the stash. Hollow points in the mag, trigger finger real fast. Dripping on these niggas hard, like I just took a bath. Lame niggas make me laugh, broke niggas make me feel rich. Y'all thought I was dead, but I'm back with that real shit. Hustle hard, 20 mil shit. Still waiting on this deal shit. Still spitting, could've been quit. They don't know what I deal with. You don't know what I've been through. Thought niggas was 100 till they started acting funny. Guess they changed with the money, but it is what it is though. Stayed down like 10 toes. Came up on my own with it. Flow like I'm in a zone with it. You could hear it in my tone, nigga. Now I'm on, don't call my phone, nigga. Take your bitch to leave me alone. Get the head, then I'm gone. You know I get to that bag, spinning and flipping that cash. You know I stay on that gas, y'all niggas smoking that trash. Niggas be playing their games, but I don't be wasting my time. You know I stay on my grind, money be all on my mind. You know I get to that bag, spinning and flipping that cash. You know I stay on that gas, y'all niggas smoking that trash. Niggas be playing their games, but I don't be wasting my time. You know I stay on my grind, money be all on my mind. Hustle hard like I'm Nip, on the grind every day. Swear I'll do this for the fam, fuck attention and the fame. Don't compare me to a lame, we'll never be the same. I just stay in my lane, gon' keep it G and never change. Fuck a
Nah, we good. Forgive me. I had to use the restroom. Well, okay, we're back. Let's go ahead and get back to it. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. This right here is a dope discussion. Yeah, let's get back to this one right here. Respect to the family. The time right now is 9:43 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. And I thank you all for watching. Let's go ahead and get back to the video.
I think a lot of women think like her because a lot of women have gone through their own situation, and instead of saying it was me in this situation, this was what happened, they make this big generalization. So everybody comes together with all these generalizations like it didn't happen to them, it happened to everybody else.
I gotta play this. On that one. I'm sorry. Sis, cause on that note right there.
Let's get it. This that go and get it. With no hesitation. This that never quit. Start that elevation. This that process. This that in the making. This that started from the bottom. This that motivation.
And they just keep, it's like on a little wheel. But if everybody would just pause and personalize, because we don't like to personalize anything. If everybody would just personalize and say what happened, then maybe it'd be a little bit of hope for you to.
Exactly. Now watch this. They're speaking about that on the dynamics of breaking up. I say it all the time. Stop speaking about relationships getting together in a generalized umbrella form. No, what you're supposed to do is when you meet that individual, unique person that God or the universe, however you want to word it, sent to you, take time, slow down, right? Take time, forget all the narratives, forget all the BS you heard on panels, eliminate everything that you know about the internet and focus on that person and who that person is. Don't sit up there and try to compare that person to what it is you heard before. Don't compare that person to what it is that you have even experienced before, believe it or not. Why? Because if I went on ahead and got with somebody who never cheated on me, never lied to me, right? But the person I might have been before that did, right? I'm not giving that person a clean slate. I'm coming into that relationship with something we all know called baggage. I'm not taking the time to say, all right, bet this is somebody totally different. Let me make sure that I treat this person with a unique, individualized, tailor-made custom care. We don't do that. Everybody gets thrown in the same pool and pot. It's a lot of things I've never indulged in, never done. I get thrown in the same pot as people who done that all their life. And I'm like, that's not me though. I hear people that'll just start talking and they'll just start talking to me as if like I'm somebody who didn't grow up with both my parents. Yes, I did. It took a while to even be able to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, say that shit proud. Because people got a funny way of like really trying to make you feel bad about little shit like that. Look, this is my point. There are a lot of things that I've recognized that have taken place, have gone down, that honestly, I see how it all works out now. There's no individual thinking thought process. If everybody comes into the circumstance, the dynamic, the situation, come to the table, however you want to say it, if everybody comes to that circumstance the exact same way, guess what? Guess what happens? That's an entire table filled with not near one individual thought. And you know what happens when you're surrounded by people who do not have an individual thought? No real ideas are ever formulated. You just sit and play telephone. But you know what happens when people play telephone? It's funny. You ever known the game of telephone? Sit there in a circle. Somebody tell you something, and let's say it's like 10 people. It's like by the time it gets to like the third person, it done changed slightly. We all know the story, right? But this is for those who not here, right? By the time you get around to like 5, 6, 7, the story done flip, and it's certain characters is not even involved in it no more. And by the time you get to 8, 9, and 10, I mean, it's just a completely 100% different story. The game of telephone. These are all the small things back in the day that really was a factor. So when we talking about men just want one thing and one thing only, what game of telephone were you playing? You see? I mean, I really asked that question. Like, what game of telephone have you been playing? For you to say, every last man wants the same thing. Now watch this. If I was there, and I know for a fact, if I actually came out and said, you know what, that's true. That's true. Every man does want the exact same thing. Just like how I know for a fact, you want the exact same thing that every woman wants. What kind of response do you think I would get? Let's keep going.
Find somebody. But we don't want to do that. So here you have old girls saying everybody needs to go to another planet.
It sounds like she was trying to be a wife to a man she wasn't married to, and she's bitter because she felt like she got nothing out of it. Like most of these women who do too much.
Now, one thing I do love is that I'm hearing, women, like, because it does hit different when fellow sisters and women speak up on behalf of certain things so that men don't have to get like, oh, you just, nah. But like, I did hear a lot of projection. There was a lot of projection that went down when it came to that whole scenario. It did sound like somebody who was like, nah, this just sound like something personal that you just projecting, but you're not really trying to say names. And that's what I be trying to tell people. Like, you don't have to like literally come out and say it word for word. People can pick up when you send in a message. Message.
And get a little bit in return for it. But most of the time, these men are asking a lot of these women to go above and beyond and to love bomb them like that. I don't know. Women have to get a little bit more realistic about men. And if the truth hurts, the truth hurts. But it's not a fairy tale.
Wait, you think I didn't think of that? Of course I thought of that.
The fact is that that's not going to be something that's going to be welcomed. Point blank, period. But right now, we have to go ahead. The time is 9:51 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, and we have to take a quick commercial break. And this commercial break is brought to you by Random white women that just pop up on a plane.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
It's your mofo butter laying me to the bone, jacking me up. Tight me.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Cuddy say can't hang.
Oh, stewardess, I speak jive.
Oh, good.
He said that he's in great pain and he wants to know if you can help him.
All right, would you tell him to just relax and I'll be back as soon as I can with some medicine.
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
What it is, Big Mama? My mama didn't raise no dummies. I duck a rap.
Cut me some slack, Jack.
Say cutting and
Chump don't want to help, Chump don't get the help.
Say can't hang, say 7 Up.
Jive ass dude don't got no brains anyhow.
So we're gonna go ahead and get back to it. So let's go ahead and see what we got. Now, we're gonna watch a nice little segment of this. Now, but before I do what I gotta do for this evening, I wanted to make sure that I have to make sure that I pull up this poll because I really am. I'm really taking the poll. And what's fascinating? I'm going to talk about how interesting it is. My people just don't know how to follow directions. It's weird, but we'll talk about it in a minute. Let's go.
Women are looking for like some weird fairy tale, and I think that we expect more of men sometimes than they expect of themselves. So it's your fault that you're disappointed because you have unrealistic expectations as a woman.
What's so wild? The more and more I talk to people, period, from guys in relationships or not, women in relationships or not, I've peeped how that format of words placed in that sequence, right? The format of those words placed in the sequence is women have unrealistic expectations. Yet, in any other category of life, we would tell anyone, shoot for the moon. I'm not defending unrealistic expectations. I'm not defending being delusional. I'm the one that's going to hit that different angle that you just didn't think about real quick. So let's go back. All of us, from like kids or anything, whether you're a boy or a girl, grew up into a man or a woman. All of us at some point and somehow, right? Or at least most of us, we had this time where we had people around us and we said we want to be a superstar or movie star, athlete, scientist, engineer. And these are people who said they wanted to do this in probably the most harshest of conditions in life. Again, I'm not defending unrealistic expectations. I just want us to think. In what other category of life would somebody tell you, I am going out to achieve to be this, and somebody would say, nah, you can't do that, or you shouldn't, or it's unrealistic unless they're hating. Let's just be for if I said right now, hey, everybody, what I'm going to do is I am going to get myself to the point where I can be one of very few of people who have a prosthetic leg, who's able to actually still do mountain climbing. Now, imagine if somebody and people actually came out and said, you're unrealistic. Nigga, you lost your leg. You'll never be able to climb a mountain again. Let's think. Okay, I'm gonna puff my J and I'm just gonna get at a couple seconds because honestly, I ain't gonna lie. This is just really my excuse to hear Shorty's voice because I love it so much. It's so gorgeous. Okay, cool beans. All right, and we're back. I just needed that quick little moment, and I wanted you to have that quick moment. See, I don't like us just keep on like we just say stuff and then just like skim over it and just roll through it. Nah, let's stop right here. Like real talk though. What other category in life could you say that you was going to do something and accomplish something, and somebody said you can't have that? So I am curious. This is just a question proposed. I'm not defending anything. I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't care what y'all think. I know what I think and I know what I know. Right? So why is it that the one category of life when it comes to relationships, and why is it that the one category of human when it comes to women only is that then now impossible? You're not to shoot for the moon. You're not to shoot for the stars. It's just a question. It's not a defense. I actually want to hear from sisters who think that way. I want to hear from men who think that way. Now, a lot of things that my sister down here in the middle, with the magenta background, oh yeah, definitely. She is smack on par. I'm not going against anything she's saying. I'm just simply asking a question. What's the difference? Let's keep on going. And the time right now is 9:58 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all for watching. Let's rock out.
They're delusional.
They are, yeah, we are.
More delusional.
If people were took more ownership and accountability, I would have way more empathy.
Was the child who grew up in the hood, the father passed away before they met him, mother was a drug addict, and they turned out to be like a successful engineer on national television. During that time when they was studying and doing what they were doing, did they not get the same information? I want us to think about what we say in its entirety, not just parts and pieces of it. No, take it for its fulfillment. Let's go.
But
And it's funny because earlier today I don't know if I was listening to something, but I was like, I really sometimes feel for men because y'all don't have to, there's a lot of gay men, but like y'all have to date women and
I'm sorry.
All the emotions and stuff that y'all have to deal with from us. I'm like, I personally could not be dealing with no woman 24/7.
That's why we're different, love. See, you as a woman saying that, knowing who you are as a woman, I can get that. Yeah, absolutely. See, me and those caliber of men on that cut of cloth were built for this. We know you gonna have your moments where you just kind of spaz out and you just kind of bitch and moan and complain about whatever. We know sometimes like you just may not be really happy with what we're doing. We know sometimes that we just not gonna like each other. See, the thing is that we were like uniquely, each man sculpted and designed to know how to love you. The thing is that because of what society shows and depicts, everything I'm saying sounds absolutely either historical or just out of this world crazy. Because there's a certain narrative, there's a certain premise that has been set in place. Ladies, all of that you have in your days or you on your we are built to know how to take that. Why? Because we know how to take the elements. We know how to take the long patience that it takes to just sit in a tree and just stare into a scope and just wait for that moment for those 8-point bucks to walk by. We know what it's like to sit for hours on end until we finally can reel in like, oh shit, I got a bite. We know what it's like to actually go, everything we do, like originally sport wise, for the most part is physical, even if you want to go into like baseball or whatever. Soccer, physical. Boxing, physical. Basketball, physical. Football, collision, It's a difference between, okay, boxing is collision as well. So boxing and football collision. Okay. All right. Basketball, soccer, all of that is, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to recognize this. It's a reason why men know how to deal with what it is. You know, when you have those moments of you just not right. That's okay, girl. Go ahead and get your shit together. I'm going to be right here. It's all right. See, you know, the thing is, I know what I'm saying sounds so foreign because what I'm saying is not something that's pressed and pushed a lot, but it does exist a lot. It's out here in abundance. Ladies, it's out here in abundance. It's some awesome men out here who would love to love you. Do not ever let any of this get your brain twisted and have you thinking it's a scarcity of men. No, it's not. We have to remember those who are truly of the light, because we know the light is so bright, we usually kind of stay in caves. And even in those caves, if you just get close enough, you'll see the light shining from the cave. My point is that we stay hidden. And I spoke about that before. Right? Shout out to Soap. Shout out to Soap. Spoke about it before. You know, the best of us stay hidden. We're not, you're not going, I'm telling you, more than likely, you're not going to come across us where most people are. Those who have that story, I guarantee you, every last one of them, for some form of reason, was, I wasn't even supposed to be there, and or I was with my homegirls who, that's them, but that's not me. And I just so happened to have met this person. It's usually that type of story. It's not like, oh yeah, I knew I was going to find the love of my life around the most people possible. Never happens that way. True love is genuinely found through seclusion and distance. How do I know this? How do I know this? Well, let's go ahead and check this out. I'm gonna tell you how I know this. How do I know what I'm saying? It's gonna be real quick. Real quick. We'll go ahead and pull this up. All right, so here we go right here, right? Let's listen to it.
An old Japanese legend that said the sun and the moon were in love, but could never meet. One burned with longing, the other glowed with yearning, forever chasing, yet forever apart, until God took pity on them and created the eclipse, so they could embrace in the dark. A reminder to people that no love is truly impossible, because love is not measured by distance, but by devotion, by the ache of waiting, by the silent vow that even in separation they are one. And so every eclipse is a love letter from the universe, a reminder that even the stars defy fate to touch, even if just for a breathless moment.
Don't that sound like something that's just so like, oh yeah, it's just romantic, but there's no realness to it? No, it is. You know, life is metaphorical because life is metamorphic, metamorphic. So the metaphorical does transcend into what is metamorphic. Love has a thing about being at a radius. A lot of people don't recognize that radius that consists of love is the distance between the vision of two. I'm gonna let you sit on that. Dead ass. I'm gonna let you sit on that. Man, you know, when I take time and I just sit quietly, I love what comes to my mind, and I love what it is that transcends into.
Kudos to y'all. A lot of crying from a lot of women these days.
Oh snap!
But that's because they're all delusional. If they had a daddy, they would have seen that your mama was not sitting in your daddy's face all day. Your daddy did not act like your mama. Your daddy showed his love and affection in a different way. Usually came through actions and not through a bunch of words. So therefore, these women have.
I give her that. Okay. All right. On point so far. Okay.
Have absolutely nothing to go off of, and they just keep making up stuff. Like I said in the beginning, they just be making up.
But I
Yeah,
don't think
and then-
it's just a daddy thing. I think there's more people out here who have fathers than y'all might realize. I really think that it's how
I'm sorry. I just what? Hey sis.
Timepiece Frosty, that's why you only get one chance to cross me.
I'm trying to tell you right now. No. Oh my gosh gracious. And I speak about that. You know, I was saying something about that earlier. Like I notice how in these like in these spaces, just social media, it's like it's people that group and get together, right? And it's like we get to a point where we just really do think that like every last one of us didn't have some type of like structure. Like every last one of us, you know, didn't have brand new back to school clothes. Every last one of us didn't have gifts under the tree. Every last one of us didn't have, you know, a social life growing up or whatever it may be. Nah. And that's why, now watch this, right? You know what's so crazy? We'll gather together. This is something I noticed. We'll gather together, right? And people will speak. Okay, cool. Conversing, dialogue. All right. I'm listening. I'm in the chat. I'm just in the clouds. Okay. Right. I'm like this. I'm like, okay. All right. I'm listening. And then I notice it's this weird dynamic of we will continuously say Black people are not a monolith. Okay. But as soon as those of us who speak in non-monolithic format, they're like either attacked or dropped off the panel. It's the weirdest shit. I'm trying to tell you.
Beef is when you make your enemies start your G.
That's the saddest part. That's the saddest part. We actually really think that it's supposed to be some kind of beef out here. No, I ain't supposed to be none of that. We actually are supposed to be, you know, like just in a dynamic in which we get it. That, okay, we all will collectively. Now, that's one thing I do hear. Like, I don't care if it's red, blue pill, Democrat, Republican, suburban, hood, conscious, messy sector, whatever it may be, no matter what category, the one thing I hear that is of a unified format is us as Black people, we are not a monolith. Bet. I'm with you. Cool beans. All right. So why on God's green earth do we not seem to recognize that somehow, some way we need to recognize? And if we're not a monolith, then we all don't think the same. If we all don't think the same, then we all obviously come up in different backgrounds. Damn, ain't that something? So if we all come up in different backgrounds, then doesn't that mean that we're all going to have different voice outlooks on life? Oh, shh.
Get it. This that go and get it. With no hesitation. This that never quit. Start that elevation. This that process. This that in the making. This that started from the bottom. This that motivation.
I mean, real talk though. We need to remember this. How do we not get the simple fact that if we're not a monolith, then that means we're not all the same. If we're not all the same, then why do we keep on trying to reject those of us who come up and speak with a different mindset? This is not for me. This is not a personal no. This is for every single quiet individual who's been waiting for somebody to say that. Shh, I got you. I got you. I got you. Why do we operate in that fashion? It don't make no sense. And if it can't make sense, then it can't make dollars. So if it can't make sense, then it can't make dollars. Then I guess what we equal out to is we just want progress. So we got to make sure that what makes sense make dollars. Let's get it.
Our society, how your day-to-day communication has impacted people. Like at one point in time, the level of influence was heavily out of your home because that's what you heard the most of or whatever. Now you can be in your home with your dad, with your mom, but if you're on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube all day, you're with your friends, you're hearing way more of that conversation, seeing way more of that than what's right before you.
I mean, your daddy.
No, no. She's smack on point. Smack on point. A large part of why businesses have failed, friendships have fallen apart, people who have grown up with each other as blood relatives no longer speak, and it's been over 10 years. Loving, wonderful relationships just crumbled. Social media. I mean, period. The influence, and you know something? You want to know what makes it so deadly? You know what makes it so deadly? We'll think it's not having the toll and the effect that it's having. We will actually believe because, let's say like, I don't know, it doesn't affect you in a direct way, like maybe like your bills or social status, whatever. We'll actually totally negate the fact that, this is something that is slowly destroying you from the inside out. It's a reason why periodically I'm just going to take like a good 30 days or so and y'all not going to hear from me. I'm not going live. I'm not talking to y'all because I know every so often, just like how we do with either our hair, the bottom of our feet, right? Our body, laxative, whatever it is, every so often, people who know about health know that you need to periodically detox. And that's exactly what I do with all of this. Every so often, I'm just going to step off. I'm all right. Don't worry about it. Unless you saw something on the news, Smitty is okay. I'm probably somewhere really with, my feet kicked up and I'm just chilling 9 times out of 10.
Good job. Ain't no way.
Whatever the case may be, I'm just saying that I don't think that it's a non-daddy thing. I think it's, again, y'all, it's like they all flock to the light, like little flies, and they just flock to the light around this narrative.
And I spoke about it 24/7. It's the moths that attract to the light. Now watch this. Watch this. The thing about it is that you have a man, this is crazy. Oh gosh, this is crazy. Because see, the thing is that what she just described. Now let's listen to what she just described again. Like no bullshit.
Like I said in the beginning, they just be making up.
But
Yeah,
I don't think
and then-
it's just a
Man,
daddy thing.
that's
I
crazy.
think there's more people out here who have fathers than y'all might realize. I really think that it's how our society, how your day-to-day communication has impacted people. Like at one point in time, the level of influence was heavily out of your home because that's what you heard the most of or whatever. Now you can be in your home with your dad, with your mom, But if you're on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube all day, you're with your friends, you're hearing way more of that conversation, seeing way more of that than what's right before you.
Facts. And that's a large reason why people will walk smooth away from what is right directly in front of them. Listen, job opportunities. You know how many people actually didn't go for maybe like their dream passion because they really were surrounded by people who just didn't, for whatever reason, like they couldn't see the vision that you were born with. I'm going to say that again. They couldn't see the vision that you were born with. I'm going to say that one more again for the win. They couldn't see the vision that you were born with. Man, as soon as you came out of mama's womb, it was already instilled. It was already organically implanted from a spiritual premises. And the only way that can be ever derailed or destructed is simply by this right here and what she speaks about.
That mean your daddy ain't doing his job. Ain't no way.
Whatever the case may be, I'm just saying that I don't think that it's a non-daddy thing. I think it's again, y'all, it's like they all flock to the light, like little flies, and they just flock.
Now, as flies who flock to the light. Oh, beautiful. As flies who flock to the light. Interesting. It's a lot of us who are light. Watch this, right? As much as you may look at it as something that's very, very dark and toxic, tainted, whatever, if there are a mass of people who are attracting to this particular platform, whatever it may be, it is of a light, because there's always going to be those moths. They're always going to be there. Sometimes it's just one or two. Sometimes it's about 20 of them. And sometimes it's so many of them, it actually starts to dim the light. Let's go.
To the light around this narrative. And it's like, if you would just turn this way, maybe you'd be happy. But now you're so bitter.
Yep. Too focused on what everything, your little group, what everybody else got to say. And you know what I noticed? There is a thing where us as people, this goes for me, myself as well, all of us, I'm not excluded. Sometimes we're in a mode where we want to go in a certain direction, and we only want to associate with those who are going to push us in that direction. I'm going to say that again. Sometimes we're in a certain mode and we want to go in a certain direction. And the only people that we are going to even begin to listen to, connect with, be on panels with, view the content of, we only want to hear from those who's going to help. Like, yeah, I had this thought and I want to go in this direction. I only want to hear from those who's going to say what it is that I want to go towards, right? You know what's so dangerous about that? You don't know if you and that person in particular have the same destination in mind. So they can tell you to listen, watch, peep game. You can have somebody to tell you, hey, just, you should do this. You should go about it this way. Oh, what? This happened? Oh, what? Say it again, girl. Say it again, bruh. Oh, what? She did what? He did what? These people don't have nothing to do with whatever consequence you're going to deal with in the future with what it is in the decision that you made. I'm going to say that again. These people don't have anything to do with whatever decision. Like, once you get off of that and you're listening to it, they're going to go about their lives. And a lot of times folks don't realize, because it's happened to me so many times, where it's like, you know, I really did myself. I really did just want to kind of like, at least just know I'm not crazy, right? That does happen. Like, on some real talk. You know, sometimes we just want to hear things because we just want to know, like I just want to know I'm not insane. Like, goddamn, I'm always getting people from friends and family and everything that just be like trying to shh on what it is that I'm trying to say. And you will find people who will then from that point on seek out and only want to be receptive to those who aren't rejective of their mindset at that particular moment. I can't say nothing to that because I know what that's like. I know what it's like. And that's why we have balance here. Let's keep on going.
Even if there was a man around, he don't want to talk to you. These
And
women
then-
are.
Because most of the men I see in the homes now, they're
What am I supposed to do for
they're
my
simps
son?
and they're acquiescing to the women. They're just there. Like, it's not like
Yeah.
the man in the home. It ain't the man of the home or the man of the house. It's just the man in the home.
And then women get what they
Mhm.
ask for with some men, and then we say like, "Oh, he's love bombing me. He's doing too much. He's suffocating me." So it's like, what do you want?
Timepiece Frosty, that's why you only get one chance to cross me.
Man, smack on point. And you know what's so crazy? Watch this. Let's act like we're not going to talk about it. I bet. Ladies, I'm going to help y'all out with something that y'all don't even realize us as men go through so much. Man, we go through this so much. We go through this weird space, this like limbo space and time where it's like, do I listen to the words that she says, or do I go with my manly instinct and what I know that actually works? Do I go with what I know is the actual reason why I'm even in her presence in the first place? Or do I just now at this point just, you know, no, I'm saying this. Just listen to me. Man, I don't have a clue of how a lot of times, like, so it's like this, especially when like we peep your actions, how you move. Let's say our everyday regular encounters. So we'll then say to ourselves, you know what? All right, bet. I can chill a little bit. Okay, I bet. You know, we communicate often enough, so on and so forth. And we got to remember, like, with men, this is where the way women give and receive love, the way men give and receive love will always be different. This is one of those key factors. Men, do you know how we continuously receive the love from you ladies? I'm telling you right now, dead ass. And I know this is going to be hard to hear. Your consistency. And that's what's so wild. Because that's the number one thing that us as men hear that women want. A man who is what, ladies? Finish it off for me. I'm going to let you say it. What?
Wait, you think I didn't think of that? Of course I thought of that.
Yeah, I know you thought of the word consistent. You know, I remember riding in the car with my father one time. And I remember, you know, I was talking to him, like, I think I was like in the ninth or 10th grade. I was like either a freshman or a sophomore in high school. And I was talking to him about this chick I was dealing with, right? I was on the basketball team and everything. And I remember we riding in the car and we were on my way to my grandma's house. Rest in peace to my grandma, man. My mother's mother. And we were on the way to grandma's house in College Park, PG, Maryland, right down Rhode Island Avenue. Wow. Right down Rhode Island, Rhode Island cross through Route 1. I'm doing that for my hometown people, man, because they know what the avenue is. They know what that is, right? So we cross through Baltimore Avenue, going down Rhode Island. I'm on my way to Grandma's house around College Park, Maryland, Hollywood section, right? I'm going around Hollywood. And so I remember as we're riding down Rhode Island Avenue, you know, I just got to talking to him about how I was frustrated about, you know, my girlfriend in high school at the time. And then I was telling him what I was frustrated about. Man, as my father driving, I remember we stopped at a red light. What was that light? God damn it, Jim. That's why I love my memory, no matter how much I've been through. We was at the light of Rhode Island Avenue and Sunnyside. Yep, Rhode Island and Sunnyside Avenue. Soon as you pass Eddie's, that's right, Triangle Liquor Store. Shout out to Eddie. What's going on, Trouble? So I remember, man, we was passing that light right there, man. There's a bunch of trees around us. We going down that long little stretch of road. And I said to him, I was like, Dad, man, like, you know, I'm just trying to figure out like why is she acting different? And as soon as I said, Dad, why is she acting different? He says, he turns the music down. I don't remember if it was YouTube or whatever, but it was some band playing. And he says, I want you to always remember this about women. When a man gets with a woman, he gets with a woman and he hopes and prays that that woman never changes. When a woman gets with a man, generally she hopes and prays that she can form, mold, and change that man. Man. And it's like, I sat there, I'm riding with him, you know, light turned green. We pushing through the light. We going smooth down Rhode Island Avenue. We about to make that left and go smooth on up Edgewood. All right. I'm just giving out a little, you know, background travel. Right. So we going up Edgewood now. And I just remember sitting there and it's like, I was just quiet. And I just remember looking out the passenger seat of my window and just looking at the houses. You know, if you can get that vision in your head, you're just seeing houses pass you, a person walking a dog here and there and everything. And I'm just sitting there saying to myself, like, how did this man just drop that bomb on me like that? And you know what's so crazy? He dropped that bomb on me and I didn't even get it. I didn't get it because I'd never been in a real relationship at that time. Once again, people, I was only in like the 9th or 10th grade. At that moment, that's all I was. I was like 9th, 10th grade. All right, bet. So now here it is. I'm a grown ass man. And it's so many situations in my life I'm going through and I'm like, I've heard this before. I actually remember once upon a time I was riding in the car. We was in a 1991 Toyota Corolla. Yeah. Look up the make and model. So you got a visual of the car I was in. That's what we was in. We was in a 1991 Toyota Corolla. And I just remember him telling me that. And it's like, you'd be surprised how many things like you just listen to and it's like, it all just seems to kick in. It all just seems to sit and set. At some point in your life, you're like, nah, I get it. Let's get back to the video. Thank you all for letting me share story time. And with that being said, the time right now is 10:30 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. And I thank you all for watching Smitty's Corner .77. Let's rock out.
Because you'll get what you're asking for, and then it's too much. He's doing too much. You're not into him anymore as much because he's doing too much.
I think
y'all can't satisfy these women. Y'all can't satisfy them. I don't know.
What was you about to say, Quinn?
I think that's like where I think men love different. Like I think a man who panders, who's clingy, I don't think that's love. It's creating dependency. And I think to step away from a chick and to let her be.
We've got passion, we've got determination. Like, and if we set our sights on something.
I think men love different. Like, I think a man who panders, who's clingy, I don't think that's love. It's creating dependency.
Hey, shout out to Q. Shout out to Q. You're absolutely right. Q, it's not love, it's desperation. There's a difference between a man who wants to genuinely show the affection and how long he has been trained and upgraded himself to be at that point to where when I meet you, the only thing I want to do is to pour into you. I have no other desire but to pour into you. There's a difference between that and the man who says, I want to shower you because I consist of nothing. It's a difference, ladies, but you got to have the discernment to know the difference between the two type of men. We're not all the same. Some of us want to pour into you. Some of us just want to shower you because, you know, we want to make it rain. You know, like in a strip club. My bad. Let me shut up.
And I think to step away from a chick and to let her be it, you know, it's not, you're not like being malicious or anything. Just like, you need that space to let her do
But
her
then
thing,
if you
know
give
what I
her
mean?
space.
Like
I'll be real with you. Look. Yeah, I'm about to talk about it. Yeah. Bump that shit. I'm about to talk about it. Hey, look. Anytime we talk about like that whole like space, whatever, and all this. Now, I understand it in the sense of like space of say you're in a relationship, you're going through like a moment, you know, that little spaz out between, you know, the both of you. I do agree with like, yo, let's just give this like a moment to just kind of, but like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, look, let me just say it. That whole like people who continuously say, I'm gonna say this shit. I am speaking in general, all the way. All right, move forward. The whole like we need space, break, you know, but you know, like people who say, yeah, I've been with this person on and off for 10 years. That shit sounds crazy to me. What you mean on and off? What does that mean? I only know once I go into it, it's all or nothing. Once I give my all, if nothing comes out of it from that point on, it gets nothing. I don't keep trying to, I don't understand that. And, you know, I really wish I had somebody to help me understand that better, you know, but, you all just drop your comments and let me know maybe in the future on this, but on some real talk though, like, I don't get that shit. I don't like, I don't go in like, all right, watch this. Okay, cool. People would say they take breaks, blah, 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 in school, education. But like, let's be for real. The people who really, truly made something of their career, they are the ones who have the stories of, I remember the endless nights of like up late, Adderall, cold pizza and chicken. Come on now. Somebody from college tell me you don't remember the stories of long nights up 2, 3, 4 a.m. studying for those final exams and you off to Adderall, cold pizza and chicken. And it's more of a, you know, it's more one of those than, you know, but nah, for a lot of people that's literal. But not real talk though. My point is, like, folks remember having to like real deal grind that shit out. Like, it was no rest. There was a lot of times you felt like you wanted to give up. It was a lot of times you're like, oh my gosh, I got this bill that just came in. Whatever it may be. I mean, throughout that process of whatever degree you might have got, or whatever it is, or whatever certification, or whatever plateau of independent entrepreneuracy that you may be at. I don't know nobody who's truly at the pinnacle of their life and who don't have a story of, man, I got endless moments where I did say I just wanted to say F it. And I just don't like when we act like those stories and moments don't exist. Let's keep going.
What's Malaysia?
Oh no, I was gonna say if you give her space, then she's gonna think you're cheating. So I don't know.
All right, but that's the wrong woman for you. Like, if that's what she thinks the space is, like, men need to go away. You need self growth. You need to lay a foundation for something that doesn't pretend to me being your fucking up.
Don't ever go into a relationship then have to go away. A man who goes into a relationship then realize he has to now go away and fix himself for that relationship is the man who never should have stepped into the relationship in the first damn place. You should have made sure you were 100% completely correct in yourself. Does that mean you're perfect? No. You can be complete. Watch this. I know. Watch this. Two things can be true at once. Yes, people, you can be complete within yourself, but not perfect. None of us will ever be perfect, but you can come to a point in time in your life, in your spirit, your mind, and your body, and your movements and actions in life where you are complete. It does exist. Don't ever let nobody tell you it doesn't. Let's keep going.
Up your ass all day. So like the Western way of love, it just is not it. Like, you need to leave these women alone.
And that's another thing. I'm gonna go ahead. Q, I fucks with you. You cool. You see that? I just cuss. I don't even cuss. But I gotta do this real quick because I gotta chillax because I hate that shit.
Earthbender! Hurry!
Get that to the Earth King. They're going to start a war.
I hate that shit. Let's listen to it again. Man, listen, I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody think about nothing I say. I don't. And I mean, I hope y'all recognize that because, I mean, you know, I'm going to say that shit.
Fucking up your ass all day.
Right? Hold on.
So,
no, I was going to say if you give her space, then she's going to think you're cheating. So, I don't know.
All right. But
I hate this narrative.
That's the wrong woman for you. Like, if that's what she thinks the space is, like, men need to go away. You need self growth. You need to lay a foundation for something that doesn't pretend to me being you're fucking up your ass all day. So, like, the Western way of love, it just is not it. Like,
what do you mean the Western way of love? What is the Western way? And last time I checked, don't the rest of the world try to copy us? Man, don't get me started on how I break all this shit down, man. Hold on, I'm gonna say it again. Listen, I want you to think about every single country that anybody, and much love to my boy Q. Hey, Quint, you good, bro. I'm just saying, dog. How many times? Man, what the gosh, man. Listen, the Western way of love. So you telling me it's only here that it's effed up? Really? I bet. So it's only here that's effed up. Man, look, y'all play too much, dog. y'all like really play too much. Because real easy. I mean, listen, when I say easy, I mean easy. I mean real easy. I can just do this, right? And this is a real discussion. Shout out to my man. What you mean it's only here? So how do we explain this discussion between me and my homie who was talking to me not in this country at that moment?
So I try to talk her down off the lid. She mad in the motherfucking shit, right? So I try to talk her down off the lid. She mad in the motherfucking shit, right? And I was like, hey, how am I going to go and look for other women? Yeah, that's where I was. And I was looking at her, man. I was looking at she and then she looked at me with that shit face look like, goddamn, this nigga right. You know what I mean?
So that's suspicious.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's weird.
This nigga right, like, yeah, how is he gonna find some more pussy when I know every woman here? You know, and half of them kin to me.
Ain't that something? Now, let's go ahead and take a quick moment. Nah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna take a quick one. We're gonna look a little bit deeper. See, the thing is this, right? Now, when we hear these stories, okay, bet. Just make sure we got everything straight. Now, if I go right here, right? So if I go here, watch this. If I go here and do this, let me go into this channel, okay, bet. And then I go to here, and then I just, all right, yeah, that's all I gotta do. That's all I gotta do. All right, big, yep, there it go, there it go, there it go, there it go. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Yep, there we go. Bow. Y'all ready? So again, I'm saying it. I'm sick of this shit. I'm saying it just like that. We want to talk it? Let's talk it. Okay, so bet. I mean, point blank period. My nigga. What are we doing?
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
This motherfucker jumps on my hood with a Presidente bottle.
Engine is starting up. 3, 2, 1.
No. The spot is called, damn, I can say the spot. It's called ancla, which means anchor in Spanish. And they got a big ass anchor on the front of it. Anybody who watches it that went out there, they gonna know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. But that's neither here nor there, because you can't miss it. Anyway, I go upstairs and I'm like, you know, it's like naked, it's like half naked bitches is right at the door, just sitting on their phone, you know, lounging and shit, right? So I go upstairs, I ask for a margarita. Motherfuckers ain't got no margaritas. So I'm pissed off. So all of a sudden, this one
No, don't. It's too late. Come on, dude, don't.
I'm sitting there, I'm playing a role on with it. I'm goofing off with this bitch, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who fucking.
I'm lost. Like, what are we not hearing here that we don't hear everywhere else? My point is, listen, all that bullshit about this whole like Western thing, this whole like, you know, North American women, we need to cut that BS out, because the fact is this: majority of the women around the world are trying to be like the women here. What is you talking about? You're gonna go over there and you're gonna get a faker version of the real fake version here. Like it's just wild. I just listen. I don't care what nobody got to say about that. I'm not with that but I don't knock nobody who go for what they mojo is. Like if that's what you do, that's what you do. I just can't stand when like we be trying to like shit on it and make it seem like it's something that like we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that shit. Like I don't give what y'all say. Play that all day. Dead ass on it. We stand on that. Let's go.
You need to leave these women alone. You can show women love, but not without pandering and being on up her ass all day. But Molly's right. Most of them be like, "Shit, what the fuck you at?"
Well, most women are.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if it come to like, some fun shit real quick and they know you can buy some Presidentes or whatever, and they know that you can go ahead and pay for a hotel that actually has air conditioning, y'all be surprised the stories that I've heard of the desperation that comes from the women in these spots. Yeah, and check the replay out if you want to. Let's go ahead and rock out to this. Let's get it. This is a bunch of bullshit.
Sure, I think the best way to show a woman love is to leave her alone.
And not to what Quint's saying is bullshit. I'm saying like the headspace of how that's supposed to work. Fuck no. Nah, that's not what it is. Nah, dead. The fact is that, we need to just go ahead and recognize this. You have a group of men who actually say, I think I fit better around this group of people or whatever. I think I fit better in this country or whatever. If that's the case, no problem. Bet. Cool beans. Now, if you want to sit here and say, oh man, I'm going here because over there is like, it's absolutely nothing there. And it's your own that you're talking about it. When you say that, that's when I have an issue, because that's when I ask the question, have you met every last one of your own? Or have you been around a certain section and group of your own, or a certain, let's say, a number of your own, and these are your personal experiences? If those are your personal experiences, bro, I ain't got nothing to say about that. Like, who really tries to I don't know. I know people do it, but I don't try to shit on somebody's experience. Whatever it is that you've been through and how you experienced it, I don't got nothing to say to that besides, do you want to express to me more about it so I can learn about what it is you're telling me? But other than that, I never take away from somebody's experiences. But let's go ahead and yes, that's perfect. So let's go ahead and listen to a few more minutes of this, then we're going to go ahead and cut loose. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I digress. My mic is muted. Let's rock out.
A lot of women are super clingy. A lot of them are super clingy. Like they all like cling to you a lot.
You know what I think needs to happen? I'm gonna be honest, man. I think we need to go back to censoring women to a certain degree.
It's too late, Slimmy. No.
We got
podcasts now. Y'all can't do.
Are you ready for this?
Nothing.
No.
Slimmy want to remove your ability to vote.
I'm about to be on some 2K shit. We ain't gotta do the DV, but we gotta mute y'all. Like
Slimmy want to remove your ability to vote and everything.
Slimmy done hit them. He done hit the mode of, you know what? I'm gonna just be real quiet about it, but I'm just go ahead and morph with the cheetah.
Let's get it. This that go and get it. With no hesitation. This that never quit. Start that elevation. This that process. This that in the making. This that started from the bottom. This that motivation.
You gotta start wearing. Y'all gotta start wearing hajibs or hijabs. Y'all gotta start full garments. You can't
I
see
don't
nothing.
want nobody fucking with me in these streets.
Sing, children.
and a fucking muzzle on women. Stop fucking talking. Just stop. This shit is embarrassing, man. This woman said women need to be with women and men need to be with men.
This is how black women are thinking these days, y'all.
No, this how
Timepiece Frosty. That's why you only get one chance to cross me.
This is idiocy.
These liberal black women, no, these liberal women in
Idiocy,
general.
man. Like nobody with any type of sense. Like we came from, man, listen, I don't give a fuck what you believe in. We ultimately know that black folks made it through slavery together. We made it through that shit together. Like together. Now that we damn near completely not dealing. You know, there were a lot of folks who actually benefited from what it is that everything he just said. Once upon a time, we didn't have a separation in our issues. Once, you know, whether, like I said, it was civil rights. Once upon a time, whether it was the slavery, once upon a time, Jim Crow era. Once upon a time, even to today, let's just take into politics, voting, economy, everything. Anything that we've ever like persevered through, constructed contributing factors of the brothers and the sisters. And you know what? I'm going to throw up an example of that right now. So this is what we got right here, right? So this is a poll that I'm taking. So this is a perfect, this actually is pretty damn dope because everything he just said, like, goes right into my excuse for playing the poll. Now, I'm taking the poll, people. Okay. All right. So this poll basically is, who do you believe should be on the next bill? Now, I'm going to play this primarily because why? He just said once upon a time, it was men and women who contributed. And I believe that this video is a quick, short example of why he's so correct. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 10:55 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all for watching. Let's go.
With their ideas and creations, have transformed the world, honoring creativity in the face of hardship. Number 1, Nelson Mandela. Number 2, Michael King Jr. Number 3, Barack Obama or Haile Selassie. Moving on, number 5, Booker T. Washington. 6, Oprah Winfrey. Number 7, Rosa Parks. Number 8, Mae Jemison. Number 9, Marshall Thurgood. Number 10, Mary McLeod Bethune.
Black heroes who changed history but aren't household names. These folks made huge impacts, but for various reasons, they've been left out of most history books. Let's fix that by shining a light on 10 of these amazing people. First up, Claudette Colvin. Months before Rosa Parks, this 15-year-old refused to give up her bus seat to a white person in Montgomery, Alabama. Her brave act kick-started the civil rights movement, but she's often forgotten in the story. Next, we've got Robert Smalls. Born into slavery, he pulled off one of the most daring escapes in history. During the Civil War, he commandeered a Confederate ship and sailed it right into Union territory, freeing himself and other enslaved people on board. Moving on to Bessie Coleman. She was the first African-American woman to earn a pilot's license way back in 1921. She had to go to France to do it because no one in the U.S. would teach her. Talk about determination. Number 4 is Bayard Rustin. He was a key organizer of the 1963 March on Washington, where Martin Luther King Jr. gave his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. Rustin was pushed to the background because he was gay, but his impact was huge. Let's talk about Shirley Chisholm. In 1968, she became the first black woman elected to Congress. 4 years later, she ran for president, paving the way for future candidates. Next up is Charles Drew. This doctor pioneered blood transfusion and storage techniques that saved countless lives during World War II and beyond. His work laid the foundation for modern blood banks. Number 7 is Octavius Cato. He fought for equal rights in Philadelphia in the 1800s. He helped desegregate the city's streetcars and was a star baseball player who pushed for integrating the sport. Sadly, he was murdered for his activism. Let's not forget about Henrietta Lacks. Without her consent, doctors took her cancer cells, which turned out to be incredibly valuable for medical research. Her cells, known as HeLa cells, have been used to develop vaccines and study diseases for decades. Coming in at number 9 is Bass Reeves. He was one of the first black deputy U.S. Marshals west of the Mississippi River. He arrested over 3,000 felons and killed 14 outlaws in self-defense, all while never being wounded. Last but not least, we've got Fannie Lou Hamer. This sharecropper turned civil rights activist was a powerful voice for voting rights. She famously said, "I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired," as she fought against racist voting laws. These 10 people changed the course of history in big ways.
Yeah, my bad, y'all. I couldn't see myself. And for a second, I couldn't hear myself. I am being. Hold on, let me look at this and just make sure it is what I know it to be. All right, fine. Shit, I can't even say too much. Everybody, I thank you for watching. I thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you. And we are going to go ahead and cut loose. And I'm just trying to find my outro. Okay, cool beans. I done found my outro. You all have a wonderful evening.
Yeah. On my way to the bag, in this coupe going fast. Got 12 on my ass, wood grain on the dash. Bad bitch in the passenger, all she do is blow gas. Roll up and count cash, GG4 in the stash. Hollow points in the mag, trigger finger real fast. Dripping on these niggas hard, like I just took a bath. Lame niggas make me laugh, broke niggas make me feel rich. Y'all thought I was dead, but I'm back with that real shit. Hustle hard, 20 mil shit. Still waiting on this deal shit. Still spitting, could've been quit. They don't know what I deal with. You don't know what I've been through. Thought niggas was 100 till they started acting funny. Guess they changed with the money, but it is what it is though. Stayed down like 10 toes. Came up on my own with it. Flow like I'm in a zone with it. You could hear it in my tone, nigga. Now I'm on, don't call my phone, nigga. Take a bitch to leave me alone. Get the head, then I'm gone. You know I get to that bag, spinning and flipping that cash. You know I stay on that gas, y'all niggas smoking that trash. Niggas be playing their games, but I don't be wasting my time. No. You know I stay on my grind, money be all on my mind. You know I get to that bag, spinning and flipping that cash. You know I stay on that gas, y'all niggas smoking that trash. Niggas be playing their games, but I don't be wasting my time. You know I stay on my grind, money be all on my mind. Hustle hard like I'm Nip, on the grind every day. Swear I'll do this for the fam, fuck attention and the fame. Don't compare me to a lame, we'll never be the same. I just stay in my lane, gon' keep it G and never change. Fuck a hater, get paid, I'ma stay being trade. Smoking loud in the days, 100 rounds in a cage. Case a nigga won't play, you don't know me that way. In the house counting up, double up all day. Cruise the block in the drop, got me feeling like pop. I'm so close to the top, all gas, no stops. All plays, no flops. Smash dots, get guap. Red dots on glocks. See the ops go swat. But it is what it is though. Stayed down like 10 toes. Came up on my own with it. Flow like I'm in a zone with it. You could hear it in my tone, nigga. Now I'm on, don't call my phone, nigga. Take a bitch to leave me alone. Get the head, then I'm gone. You know I get to that bag, spinning and flipping that cash. You know I stay on that gas, y'all niggas smoking that trash. Niggas be playing their games, but I don't be wasting my time. No. You know I stay on my grind, money be all on my mind. You know I get to that bag, spinning and flipping that cash. You know I stay on that gas, y'all niggas smoking that trash. Niggas be playing their games, but I don't be wasting my time. You know I stay on my grind, money be all on my mind.
Man, I'ma stack that to that ceiling fan. I like weed cakes in my Henny, man. Even though I love pussy, man, it's still money over that pussy, man. I don't give a fuck about no pussy, nigga. Like Pusha T, I'm your pusher, man. Trigger finger still itching, man. I just hope to God I don't pull it, man. Keep a pistol under my pillow, man. Yeah, life rough, pillow pad. Country boy from Kenner, man. I still tour the road with my niggas, man. They count me out, but they tripping, man. I count a whole bunch of Skrilla, man. Went solo, but I'm still a man. Yeah, Droopy Beast, that's my nigga, man. Trademark, that's my brother, man. That's why life a bitch, but I love her, man. Got what you need, like hustle, man. They'll sneak in your crib like bruh, man. I been counting cash the whole summer, man. Big bank roll, pop the rubber band. Niggas say, but I love it, man. I turn nothing into something, man. All in public, I'm thugging, man. I been eating good and I'm grubbing, man. Getting work off the muscle, man. Been flexing hard doing the money dance. Send my dukes to the motherland. I got the lobby smattered like an onion, man.
Yo, I'm in red form. Niggas speak down on my name like I wasn't there for them. Talk about back in the days, this isn't back in the days. Hit with me back in my ways, chip you from the fade. Musically I'm on Mars. Walking all over the beat, putting my feet on the stars. I rock it like Lenny, thinking like Jimmy the first time he seen a guitar. Standing in front of where they shot about us and we gotta know who we are. I'm in rare form. Wearing red Jordan straight from Air Jordan, this a fair warning. Too many young guards, beef over nothing. When you get money, you know that it's coming. Saying they homies, but they ain't 100.
Mama always told me, but she never told me when. She said for shit you can't control, just let it blow off in the wind. Look, you might don't have it now, but you'll get it in the end. From this life to the next life, just make sure that you win. Mama always told me, but she never told me when. She said for shit you can't control, just let it blow off in the wind. Look, you might don't have it now, but you'll get it in the end. From this life to the next life, just make sure that you win. I know niggas that be popping that product, cool with niggas that be dropping them bodies. Nowadays, everybody claim that they real homie, you ain't fooling nobody. Family business, I'm related to killers, old school dealers with new school skrilla. Some of my homies no longer with us, that shit hurt, we pour out liquor. Smoke something, crack a few swishes and fill it up with that loud killer. Hit the block, make a few plays for that paper, scramble like Russell Wilson. Count my money up and my blessings at the same time, thank God I'm living. Niggas getting murked every day, and that chopper spray for a few binges. When it come to wins, I done took plenty, took a few L's, that's life simply. But I be damned if my pocket's empty. When it get low, it's best not to tempt me. Go and get mine, I stay on my grind. All I know is go hustle, we ain't the same kind. You uncertified, my nigga, that's why I don't trust you. Stay in your lane.
I got my Mets hat on to the back. Y'all already know where we going with the stats. Hall of Fame only, kings and queens only. They all be grabbing my style, but you know they can't hold me. Yeah, I'm in rare form. Y'all still on the ground, you know I've been airborne. Studying big, studying Nietzsche. You gotta call on the chopper to reach me. Homie, I don't need a jeweler to freeze me. Ice in my veins, I make it look easy. Mentally, I'm in Queens. More money, more problems, you gotta be ready for all that it brings. Let them say what they say, revenge on my plate, I'm loving the taste. They see you shining, emotions get hard to contain. They just not evolving the same. Me and HB is too rare. I'm moving all through the snares. Sound on billionaire. Ain't nothing changed, I'm flipping the page. I'm Prince on the stage, slave on his face. You know what they say, Katie the wave. I'm staying rare for all of my days.
I'm about to do it again. Come on, come on. I'm about to do it again. Come on. I'm about to do it again. Come on. Look, don't nobody keep it fresh like me. Damn right, it's Lone Star or the SPIT. I'll break down the beat, bring the track to his knees. I'm nowhere close to God, but these streets love me. No one on your corner be this vicious on the mic. I'm like Jordan with his Wheaties, you like Grant Hill on Sprite. Them coppers can't stop us, sweeter than Petty Crocker. Daytime or night, I'm rocking my hater blockers. Creeping on the come up like I'm Bone Thugs in Harmony. Feeling like I'm Puffin Combs, ain't nobody stopping me. Move deeper in the birds, the feds still watching me. My Celsius is 1,000, ain't nobody hot as me. You say you higher than a plane, well I'm out the galaxy. You rolling up that regular, I'm chiefing on astronomy. Float like carpets, aim and bang targets. Hungry for this throne like I'm king of the Spartans. I'm good, look, I'm about to do it again, come on. I'm about to do it again, come on. Look, I stand like the man that I'm supposed to. Slackers won't stop my progress cause I'm focused. Red carpet star stunted, hold up, ain't no close up. Max level, no limit, training like a soldier. Real name is biblical, Archangel General. Post like a podium, but move like petroleum. Glide when I fly by, like a bird I'm so high. Cruising through these city streets, I'm leaning when I ride by. Rappers run their mouth out, rip every last one of you. Still to this day, star skills are untouchable. Blow sets, relieve stress, sip tea and play
play Cheshire King's corner, bad step. Checkmate, now who's next? Observe and analyze, combine and strategize. Understand to overcome, so my money multiplies. Still putting God first, pray into the heaven skies. I'm working on my stamina, I'm fully energized. Yes, and I'ma do this till the day I die. Rhymes like forensic files, cause I bring the homicide. Boy, you need to kill yourself, cause when you flow with suicide, I be the respirator, keeping lyrics alive. Let's get it, come on. I'm about to do it again, come on. I'm about to do it again, come on. Look, in case you didn't know, understand, look, I be the best. I'm more seasoned than the Jeffrey Dahmer dinner guest. With more bars than you can make soap out of zest. I'm fully clean, county king on my conquest. A true champ, cause I conquer every contest. Back with my pen and pad, still so incredible. Star spits poison, my flows are unedible. Every time you elevate, I still stay ahead of you. I travel far while your mental stuck here on earth. My brain's a planet and my thoughts are the universe. A born leader, why you scared? I'ma do it first. I go hard, putting all of me in every verse. Years ago, God blessed me on this very turf. 11/7/1982, that be my date of birth. A born prince, raised to a county king. I never fell from my throne, but I've been through some things. But my struggles made me stronger and my strength has made me smarter. So I focus on my mentality and I go farther. Lone Star stays flaming, body like a human torch. They say sky's the limit, well I reach for God's torch. Let's get it, come on. I'm about to do it again, come on. I'm about to do it again, come on. Look. Yeah, I'm back and I still do my thing. Cloud 9 when I glide higher than a paper plane. But I still stay focused, never stutter, spitting flames. County king, representer, look star, be the name. I sit back and twist up, watch the sun lift up. All I wanna do is get this money, man, and stock up. Pigs never mind they biz, got my brother locked up. Was down for a minute, but you know I always pop up. Pressing blanks on the paper chase, I'm setting shop up. My rap stay crack, hit at third, bring it back. Like a train, I'm on the track, sharper than a thumbtack. I'm kinda like autumn, so rappers need to fall back. I flow with the seasons, spring, summer, winter. These are my thoughts as my world you have entered. So buckle up, enjoy the ride, don't worry, cause I'm by your side. And I also fly, them county kings be right on time. Yep, I'm about to do it again, come on. I'm about to do it again, come on, come on.
Thank you.